Alright, today we're going to do Italian style braised short ribs, one of my favorite dishes. I learned this off one of my favorite online cooking shows. But it's really simple. You just go to the store and you get beef short ribs. You can get them boneless or bone in. To be honest with you, I like them with the bone in a little bit. It gives a little bit better flavor. And they're real cheap, like $5 for a pack of them. You can get a couple packs of them. So what I did was I did sea salt and black pepper, and then I dredged them in just a little bit of flour. What I'm going to do now is just brown these guys so that they'll have a good seal to seal in the flavor. Kind of get them going there on one side. I usually let them go for about 4 or 5 minutes this way, just to get a setup, get a good seal on there, and then we're going to move them over to the slow cooker for 6 hours. So as you can see, our beautifully seared braised short ribs are good and sealed. Got a little color to them. Already looking flavorful. And all we're going to do now is take an onion. I like to cut an onion and put it in the bottom of the crock pot so that it'll have a bed of onions to sit on and won't burn them on the bottom. It's another trick I learned from this Italian guy. And here's a cool way to cut an onion where you won't cry. If you cut the heart out of it first here. I'm going to try to be a man and not cry when I'm cutting this onion. See if you can kind of get that center out right there. I don't know why. This showed me a long time ago by chef, but that's where some of the real damage is as far as the heat. And now you just cut it up. No biggie. I'm not crying yet, so it must be working. Nothing fancy with these onions because they're just going to go on the bottom for, like I said, a pad for those guys to sit on. So just take the onions, throw them in here. Might not even have to use them all. And then we take the ribs, place them in here so nicely. Give them a little circle here. More in there. Now we're talking. See, got them all layered in. Then I've got these ones that don't have bones in them. I'll just let those kind of linger here a little bit. See if we can make room for everybody. Bet you we can get close. There's a few fun things to add for flavor. Butter never hurts. Put a little butter in there. Garlic. I didn't have any pods today, so I'm going to pilfer my minced garlic here. It doesn't matter. Still garlic is garlic. I'm going to put as much of that in there as you can. Ward off the vampires. That's going to be great. Rosemary. One of my favorite of all the herbs. Put a little rosemary in there. Beautiful. And sometimes if you want to have fun, you got a pepper sitting around and it's not doing anything, put it in there. Why not? It'll add a little zest and flavor. And then, I like to put, I've got a St Arnolds from Houston stout. I'm trying to support my hometown of Houston, Texas. Fine place, go down there and tour the brewery if you get a chance. But I find that the meat really absorbs some of the flavors of a stout really well. I usually use Guinness, but like I said, I wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to St Arnolds. And then they have this really awesome cooking stock. You can get it's basically like a broth. And we'll add that in there. So it'll be spending 6 hours marinating in its own juices. See, and that brings it almost right up to the top. I'm going to top it off with that beer. It's always good to take the fat from the drippings and get it in there too. This is another real big key to the flavor. You can already smell it. All that olive oil. Amazing. So we get that in there. Put a little more beer. Call me crazy, but I think we're good to go. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more butter. Just because Julia Child would, so I will too. And there you have it. That's the setup for one great dish in about 6 hours. Throw the lid on. Put it on high. I'll take some pictures, maybe even some video when I'm eating it, and you'll see the results. Unbelievable. We did it last Sunday. It was amazing. So until next time, rock on. We'll see you then. Cheers.